Hey, what's going on, everyone? I am J.A. Dudley, still out here in South Carolina for the Big Daddy Unlimited Epic Shoot 2021. And On the drive out here and being out here, had some thoughts about some of the stuff that I've experienced in life. Before I got on the road to come out here, I a series of things that used to scare me happened. My uncle called me out of nowhere at random. There was no text messages or anything like that. And when that used to happen, I would become fearful because I got to the point where I didn't. My family didn't call me. They would text message me because they knew that I was so busy, and when they would call out of nowhere, my heart would start pounding because at the time, before 2016, my grandmother was still alive. She was very sick, dealing with dialysis, diabetes, and all of that stuff. And it would like give me heart palpitations, expecting a call for the worst. So when my uncle called me out of nowhere, that was a very shocking thing. Then a little bit after that, the dogs outside on the properties around us, they were barking like crazy. Then a brother gave me a call that was in a really bad place mentally, and it was like I already fell asleep, and then woke up to a message from him and gave him a call. As soon as I got on the phone with him, I heard that he was distraught. And a moment or two after I got on the phone with him, my little chunk woke up screaming. And it was just so many things that were happening where I was trying to process so much, just waking up. And my wife, she said, handle your brother, everything will be fine, I have our little one. And she was trying to calm him, but I couldn't focus. I had to get off the phone for just a moment, and then she reassured me that she had it. She was like, he was had a blank stare. The dogs were still barking outside. My brother was in need. And she said, go to your brother. I have our little one. Everything will be fine. So I was able to get back to him and talk to him and calm him down from some of the things that he was dealing with. Now, after all of that, after that phone call, after we got our little one calm and relaxed, it reminded me back to 2007. And not many of you know this or have been to it. Maybe on Instagram or something like that, you've seen my mouthpiece and it says IR62. And I have a website that is ir62.com. I haven't updated it in years. It was promoting my writing and my fight career, like for sponsors and different things like that. And it reminded me of something that happened in 2007, which I've never read before. Whenever I write, I would just type it out, post it up. If there were misspellings or anything like that, I really didn't. I didn't go back and correct it. Maybe somebody would say, "Oh, I think you meant this word instead of that word," and I would go to that one spot and edit it instead of tediously going to put punctuation, commas, question marks, or anything to actually how I was thinking. And that's how I do these videos. I don't have a script or anything. I will have a thought and run with it. But this time, is going to be something a little bit different. I'm actually going to read that post for the first time, and I'm going to put a link to it down in the description, and it's called Tomorrow Never Comes. I posted it December 12th, 2013, and it was talking about a situation in 2007. There are so many promises that people give for fitness, love, goal, works, friends, requests, children, life, safety, health, but they say, oh, I will start on that tomorrow. What if tomorrow never comes? I've had many moments of the feeling that I will call that person back tomorrow, or I will take care of that tomorrow, or I will let them, I guess, know how I feel tomorrow. Told you I never went back and read this stuff or edited. Usually that works. Things get done. Well, some have given me a reality check, like I should have checked that toilet. Now I have a flood in my house. That tire was low. Now I have a flat. I should have told her how I felt, but things are different now. If I would not have waited, could these things have gone different? Would I have been in a better place? Would that have directed my life in a different direction if I would not have taken the easy way out, pushing things off till tomorrow? My biggest experience with this was with my brother 18. Well, as I told you before, IR62, people that I was close with, we talked about each other or referenced each other as numbers. So that might, when there are certain numbers that are going to come out, those are actually people's names. So IR62, and getting back to the story here. My biggest experience with this was my brother 18. As always, waited too long to take care of the brakes on his car. They would grind and squeak, and on occasion, for his driving habit of tailgating, boom, he would rear end another car. So when I would have the time, we would take a day to repair and replace whatever we needed to on our cars, instead of taking the car to a shop and spending extra money we did not have. One Thursday in April 2007, I was up north training at Team Endgame MMA while it was located in New Jersey. 18 called and left me a message that he was leaving his car at my house so we could replace the brakes on his car that Saturday. I got the message, did not bother to call back. It was late and I had to get to work as one of the head bouncers at Studio 9, a club in Woodbridge, New Jersey area. My plan was to give him a call when I got up on Friday to plan out the repair plans. Friday morning comes. I'm awoken by voicemail alerts from 18's fiance. Finding it strange for her to call me, I press play to hear tears and screaming of total anguish. Where are you? He won't wake up. He's gone. I go to call back. Boom, 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 boom. It's my brother 42 banging on my window. I get her on the phone. I ask, where are you? My sister, she replied saying my sister's house, or as I'm writing it, my sister's house, she replies. 42 says, he's gone, dog. He's gone. 18 is gone. We gotta go. I tell her I'm on the way. Still not fully awake, not sure if I'm dreaming. 18 can't be dead. 42, I thought you were out of the country. This has to be a dream, because he had a high level security clearance And that security clearance had him all over the world, and out of nowhere he would just pop up in New Jersey, show up at my house, and then disappear again. Back to the story. I never got to make that phone call the next day. I would play his voicemail every day until my phone carrier deleted it. That's when I had did I have Singular Wireless? I'm not sure. Was it yeah, I think it was Singular Wireless before they merged and AT&T gobbled them up. His car sat in my driveway for over a year before I touched it. His 1997 Honda Accord with all black that he converted from an automatic transmission to a manual transmission. It was a car he spoke about for years. One more issue that arose from this was that my brothers 18 and 31 had not spoke in almost a year to the date over something petty, and it haunted 31 for quite some time, not knowing that being petty will get you nowhere. But instead, they would pass messages through me like, how's that bitch ass nigga doing? My response would be to call him and find out. And they both will respond, fuck him. Okay, if that's how it would go month after month when they would call me asking about each other. This reminded me daily that I should reach out to everyone that I was close with and let them know daily and as often as possible how I felt about them. Just for them to know how, that was a typo, just to know how much, not how much, I cared or that I was thinking about them today, and tried to nudge them to do the same with those that they are close to, so they would not have to feel that sorrow of only if. Granted, this is a tiring practice where in my present state of mind, I am keeping more to myself in isolation, keeping my circle tight, focusing my energy on less than 5 at a time. I would try to keep up with hundreds, and I don't feel like I have the energy for that anymore, which is true. I don't talk to much of anyone anymore. It's I think I'm back at this place of where this story is. I don't call anyone anymore because I think a lot of people have grown apart and they're doing their own thing. They have their own life plans, their own life goals, and I realized there was a season for some people, and that season might be over. Maybe one day my phone will ring. I'm gonna answer it, but I lost so much energy trying to keep everyone together when I didn't see the value in it. But getting back to the story, I'm hoping that it's just a phase. One day I'll go back to being the glue that I've always been. I guess I did another post because I put a web link there, ir62.com/glue. Maybe one day I need to go back and read that and see what I was thinking about. I don't have much time in this existence, so I enjoy every day to the fullest. The biggest thing that stood out was this speaker I heard a few years back talking about atheism. What he said was appreciate and spend time with your loved ones, because one day they will not be here for you to make new memories with, and you will not have a reason to mourn your loss like many belief systems do, and many followers of those belief systems tend to keep away. But once a person dies, they wish and pray and plead for the ability to have another day. I took this to heart. I was one of those that feared death, looking for companionship to focus on, to better prepare how to deal with tragedies. Someone that I could put down my warrior shield and give in to the pain and emotions of life. Someone to protect me during that battle. Oh, another web link, ir62.com/the protector. We got to read that too. See what my mind was back then. With that newfound knowledge, I had to strengthen my bond with those close to me, especially my grandmother. It seems like for the past 10 plus years, I've been preparing for her death due to the close calls and health issues. Family phone calls would scare me when I lived away. Sometimes my imagination would run away, and I will not be able to turn the corner of the day. But when I would take the time to spend time and make memories and stand up to my fears. Let's take a sip of this hotel coffee. Yay. I tend not to let disagreement go on with the closure and the need to fully explain myself, because I don't like to be misunderstood. That's why I talk loud and clear. Because I know that tomorrow is not promised to fix or repair something once someone is gone. I live a dangerous life to the standards of most. A misstep in any of my professions can lead to me not seeing another day. I'm okay with that. So every day, without hesitation, I give my all to every relationship and interaction that gives their all to me. And I will not procrastinate and wait till later, because I know tomorrow never comes. Hashtag IR62. So, now after reading that, there's a lot of emotions that are going through me, knowing that just so recently I could have lost someone. And I am grateful to the Father that I was able to hear that call. When people need me, they know me. My number hasn't changed. I'm here. I'm always going to be here until one day that I'm not. There were promises that people have made many years ago to me that they didn't uphold their end of the bargain. But people change. There's some, I am dealing, well, I'm not currently dealing with some family stuff where I have made a choice to live set apart. I created quite a big distance from myself, my wife, and my two sons, and left everyone else behind. I have TV, but he's still back in New Jersey. I barely speak to any of my family, and when my uncle called, I didn't know if that was going to be one of those phone calls saying, "Hey nephew, something happened to this person," or "Something happened to that person." I have been at peace with the decision that I made to step out on faith and live set apart from family and friends that I've once known. And I've embraced my tribe because they're my support system. They're the ones that I can count on, and they've proven it time and time again. So, with all that said, for all of you out there that are waiting until tomorrow to tell the people that you love today that you love them, don't wait, because tomorrow may never come for you or them. And then you'll be hurting on the inside saying, damn, I wish I would have, I should have. Like, I had the opportunity, I wasn't doing anything. Because tomorrow never comes. That's it for me. Shalom.